Good morning, children. Today we see the lesson air. Okay. Yesterday we saw the different layers. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is surrounded with can be divided into 5 layers. One is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So we saw all those layers, isn't it? So mesosphere. Today we see the mesosphere. The region above the stratosphere is called mesosphere. It extends upward to a height of 85 kilometer from the ground. From the ground, it extends from 85 kilometer. The temperature in the layer is decreased, and it is and the height, and it is minus 1100 Celsius. Most of the materials found in the sky burn in this layer. So here we can see most of the materials means spherical. Okay. Then thermosphere. Thermosphere is rare above the mesosphere. Above the mesosphere, it is called thermosphere. It is found above the mesosphere. Exosphere is nothing. The outer layer of the atmosphere is known as exosphere. It lies between 4,000 to 1,500 kilometers from the earth. So you can see the picture means you can identify this part is known as thermosphere. And here stratosphere. Stratosphere is 12 to 50 kilometer, and mesosphere is 50 to 80 kilometer, and thermosphere is 80 to 700 kilometer, and above 700 to 700 to 1,90,000. Okay, is known as exosphere. So what is importance of air? So air is very important to all the living organism, isn't it? So here water cycle present in air, important for the formation of water cycle. Okay, water vapor present in the air. So in the air, the water vapor also present in the air. Okay, it is important for formation of water cycle. Water from the water bodies such as oceans, all those evaporates and become water vapor. The water vapor then forms a cloud. These clouds move to land and get cooled to give us rain. Okay, supplies energy. We breathe oxygen in the air. It is supplied in the cells in our body. So the air is supplied to the cells in our body. Body cells burn the food molecules with the help of oxygen and produce energy. The next one, sound travels through air. We hear uh, many things from the surroundings and people hear. So sound by means of air, the uses of air, sound travels from the point of generation to listen through the air. So useful for plants. Nitrogen present in the air is useful for plants. The nitrogen in the atmosphere convert into easily absorbable nitrate by the plants with the help of some microbes. This is also known as nitrogen fixation. These nitrogens are useful for the growth of the plant. Okay, so these are the uses of air. So it can be used for plants and water vapor. For plants means it can to get the nitrogen, and due to the air we can hear the sound, otherwise we can't hear it. Then water cycle, we can get the water as well as it gives the energy. Okay, so transport means of air, movement of air is called wind. What is the wind? So wind is nothing but movement of air is known as wind. Okay, so this wind helps to help ships and boat to sail, isn't it? Then helicopter to travel through the air. Without air we can't travel. Okay, so then sports, in sports paragliding, okay, is the recreational and competitive adventure sports for flying. So in this sports, pilot sits in a harness suspended below a fabric wing. Hang gliding, okay, is also air sport or recreational activity in which pilot flies like a light. Non motorized foot launched or aircraft called hang glider. So for in sports also, air is so much important. And then parachutes, okay, parachutes and hot air balloons. Parachutes and hot air balloon used to land from above. In case of emergency, people use parachutes and come down slowly, safely with the help of air. Then wind energy, air flows from a region of high pressure to low pressure. So air flows from high range to low pressure. The flow of air at speed is called wind. The wind is used to generate electricity. So these are the uses of air. So air is everywhere, isn't it? Without air we can't live. So air is used to get the rain, to get the water, to hear it. It is useful for plants, and it is used for traffic, transportation, and sports. And even though when it is emergency, they are getting the parachutes, and they safely land on the land it. Then by using the wind we get the electricity. So these are the uses of air. Okay, so children, I hope you understand it. Try to read. If you got the book, means you can try to read it. Okay, thank you, children.